Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'll be explaining the powers and abilities of Justice. Vance Astrovic. Member of the New Warriors, member of the Avengers, and a powerful mutant Telekinetic. Vance is a mutant, so he was born with his powers. His powers are telekinesis, which he can use to form telekinetic shields and shoot out telekinetic blasts. His powers were not activated until he met a future version of himself, and upon the two of them meeting, he unlocked his full mutant abilities. And at one point, he ran away and joined the circus, and did an act called the Amazing Astrovic, where he would use his telekinetic powers to do magic tricks. Eventually, he got a little bit older, and made himself a costume and went by the name Marvel Boy. And he went to Avengers Mansion and asked Captain America if he could join the team, but Captain America turned him down, saying that Vance was too young. But shortly after, Vance was recruited by fellow young superhero Night Thrasher to join other young superheroes on a team called the New Warriors, which consisted of the likes of the man called Nova and Namorita, Namor's younger cousin. Also Speedball, and of course Firestar, who would eventually become Vance's girlfriend, and the two of them would join the Avengers when the time was right. Vance had a successful career as an Avenger, and then eventually became a teacher at Avengers Academy, and upgraded from the name Marvel Boy to taking the name Justice. And he became leader of the New Warriors. Now to get into his powers. Vance has the ability to form telekinetic constructs, which he usually uses in the form of beams. As we can see here, he shoots a telekinetic beam blasting whirlwind. He can make his constructs in a variety of different shapes and sizes. As we can see here, he shoots out little bolts. He can also just do pure force. As we can see here, he just forces pennants into a van. As for how strong his force blasts are, he was able to knock back the Thing a decent ways when he was just a boy. And as we can see here, he grabs Whirlwind in a telekinetic cloud and then throws him from New York City all the way to the Raft, the supervillain prison. Vance can do 360-degree telekinetic blasts. As we can see here, he blasts back a whole team of supervillains. And here with one telekinetic beam, he blows up a house. The other main thing Vance uses his telekinetic powers for is flight. He has the ability to fly at supersonic speeds with them. As we can see here, he flies from Colorado to New York City in a very short amount of time, and lands with a sonic boom. He uses his fields to carry people and teammates, and oftentimes rescue people. You can see here he catches a bunch of falling debris, saving innocent bystanders. He can conjure very strong shields, which we can see here can deflect laser fire. His shields can also deflect laser fire from androids, which are made from Tony Stark tech. And his force fields were so strong, they could stand up to strikes from Zuras, who's the leader of the Eternals. He could also stand up to Zuras' cosmic energy fire from his eyes. So Vance's force fields are capable of taking cosmic level power. Vance can also make personal, just telekinetic second skin to protect him from hits. As we can see here, he flies through multiple buildings, and he's okay. He can also apply his skin-type force fields to other people, restraining their movements. As we can see here, he totally restricts Wolverine's movement. He can also lift very heavy objects. As we can see here, he's moving multiple large pieces of metal. And as we can see here, Vance lifts up Cleopatra's Needle back into place. He was also able to support a piece of a falling bridge. He was able to hold up the shattered ceiling of a large building. And as we can see here, he was able to throw a large metal tower through a portal. Vance's telekinesis can also work extremely quickly. As we can see here, Starling tries to take out some guards, but he catches her in mid-flight. And once when a gigantic mechanized teddy bear was about to destroy the city, Vance was able to cause it to explode by generating a telekinetic explosion from the inside. He's able to do a similar thing when he caused a man's mech suit to be torn apart by grabbing the individual pieces. Vance grew up idolizing superheroes, especially Captain America, and was able to grow up and one day become one. But he had a rough childhood, as his father was abusive to him due to the fact that he's a mutant. And at one point, when Vance's father tried to hurt him once again, Vance, in self-defense, shot his father back with his telekinesis and accidentally killed him. Vance was tried for the crime and was found guilty of accidental murder. He served his time and then went on to chase a superhero career. So although Vance has a dark background, he has a bright and uplifting personality. His optimistic attitude and his willingness to always obey the law makes him one of the most reliable and respectable heroes. And no matter what hardships come his way, or what persecution he receives for being a mutant, he continues to live up to his name and always fight for justice. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. Until next time.